going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event. And now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto pulling back. But guys, Bitcoin moved all the way up to 30,000. Saying it's all false news, guys. We know these leaks are intentional. And with social media, it's easy to spread. And we normally get big news either on Friday or Monday, whether it's fake or whether it's real. But we had millions of dollars liquidated both ways. But guys, we're definitely going to get a spot Bitcoin ETF soon. Now we had Binance burns over 450 million BNB and quarterly move. And we know burning the coins manipulate the price. Same way these big corporations buy their own stocks back. Now guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates are up. And I know a lot of you saying yield rates are up and we have all markets up. And I put in the stock market Patreon channel. Guys, you have to remember it's earnings season. So during earnings season, you're going to have shorts. In order to short, you got to own the stock. So they normally get loans to get the stock, and that's going to give the illusion that the stock is going up. But we know a lot of these corporations lowered their earnings expectations. So earnings are definitely not going to be good for a lot of these stocks due to higher rates for longer. And then, guys, we have the dollar down. We have volume and crypto up. We have Tether and USDC. And then we have Tether freezes 873,000 USDT linked to terrorist activity in Ukraine and Israel. And yes, guys, the movie continues. And then, guys, we have the Fed repo at 1.1 trillion. So, guys, we have the repo down over $1 trillion. And we know Janet Yellen stated back in January 19th, I think, that the United States government would be broke, run out of money. And they prolonged it until June. And, of course, they were using federal retirement accounts to keep the stock market up. And we also know they were manipulating yields. But now she's putting that money back. And we're seeing yields rise. And we know these small, medium-sized banks and these smaller corporations are taking a big hit. Now we have a lot of distractions going on. We're 30 days from another potential shutdown. We have the drums are beating. And then we have the strikes. So while the masses are focused on things that don't matter, especially in sports this time of the season, and it reminds you of Babylon, the NWO is steady building its fourth industrial revolution. And that's the reason why it's important for you to share this channel. Educate your friends and family, join the Patrons, so therefore you can get yourselves prepared. Because you do not want to be caught on the wrong side of history. You can clearly see what's happening, and it's moving right in front of your eyes. You're not reading history, guys. You're a part of history. And you're going to be the ones they look back and say, what did you do at the time? Why didn't you ever do anything? Why didn't you ever speak up? Guys, I don't care whether people are not listening at all. Make sure you are telling them. So therefore, your hands are clean. Remember, you're a watchman on the wall. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale sent about $21.6 billion on Friday. Now, we have GBTC discounts narrows to near 2-year low, waiting on Spot Bitcoin ETF approval. And before they approve a Spot Bitcoin ETF, guys, we know we're going to have some entertainment before that. We know they have to bring in the drama. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now we have Solana becomes ecosystem partner of Dubai Free Zone. Also, we have South Korean exchange Upbit gets initial license nod from Singapore, basically for the institutional investors. And we definitely see Singapore leading the fourth industrial revolution. Remember, guys, it's the rise of the emerging markets and the fall of America to Babylon. And speaking of movies, we have the Bankman request a long-acting Adderall to focus during trial. And yes, guys, you heard that correct. And we're going to hear a lot of twists and turns. They haven't even got to the climax yet. Something big is definitely going to pop up. We've seen this in the movies. And remember, he only needs one person on that jury to say he's not guilty. And I don't know about you, but I've seen plenty of movies where a juror was planted on the trial. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows, when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.